hello. How are you all doing this evening?
Fine
Hello.
yourself.
Right.
Hello.
How are
I'm
you doing?
I'm awesome. I'm awesome that I have you lovely couples on here. So welcome to Pieces from My Purse. This is Finding the Balance Couples Edition. We have Mr. Beverly back. Hopefully we got his balance on the call today. And we have our heckler, Mr. Cecil Haskins, with his heckle. I mean, no, he the heckler with his balance. Quanda Hoskins. So thank y'all. Let me make sure. Let me do my Facebook check. Make sure that I am live on my personal page so that I can make sure that I make it public so that the world can see. I'm excited this episode. We're going to be talking about love, money, finding the balance, and we are sponsored today by the Good Wine Agency with Allstate Insurance. If you are looking in the market for insurance, make sure y'all come and see us at Allstate in Michigan. We're in Saginaw, Michigan. You can give us a call at 989-341-7272. We are here to help you all. So I want to let the couples start by introducing themselves. We're going to let the Beverlys go first. Tell us a little bit about yourself, your love story. I love hearing the love story because everybody's love story is different. I mean, when I say different, y'all's story gonna be different. And let us know how long you all been married, and then we'll go to the hospital.
I am Adriana. I am the balance of Ronald Beverly. We met quite a while ago. We were introduced by somebody who was mutual to us, somebody that was related to me, but a friend to him. He had been chasing me for a long time. So
You finally gave him a chance, huh, Adriana?
Finally.
I finally gave in, Quanta. He wore me down.
Wore you down. That's how I be. I understand. Okay, so that's your love story. That's
We've been married for 10 years. We just celebrated our 10-year anniversary.
Oh wow! Congratulations!
Thank you.
So, Mr. Beverly, tell us a little bit about yourself, and can you tell us your love story?
That wasn't true.
Tell us your love story.
That wasn't true.
Okay.
About me chasing.
It's your story, my story, and the truth is the same. It's my story.
Okay, I want to hear your story.
Oh, it's kind of a little bit like that. I was on her trail for a minute, but I thought she was involved with this other cat, so I didn't pursue.
Oh.
And then I found later that the other cat was her brother.
Oh, so you was mistaken.
I was mistaken.
Oh,
so
that made it.
Then I shot my jump shot.
Did you brick? It sounded like you was bricking for. It sounded like you was bricking for a while. That's what she said.
I never tried. I never talked.
Jump
I never
shot
tried.
broke.
Oh, I got airball.
Well, it's been 20 years. It's been 20 years married for 10.
Okay, 20 years married for 10. Okay. Hoskins, tell us. I want to hear your love story. How did you two meet? I can't. Okay. No way, you're muted. Hold on, let's unmute you.
It's me because my husband had started that, so I had put it on mute so we can make sure we were good. We could hear.
Okay.
So we're good.
Yeah.
So no, I met Jermaine at his place of employment.
Where was that?
That was at Jack's fruit and meat market, right, Cecil? So one time I went in there, it was like the summer. Mm-hmm. And I want to say I probably was like on second shift because I was in there during the day. And I would never be there during the day. I would usually go at night. And so he was behind the counter and I was trying to
meat.
Yeah. And I was just trying to get my order. And actually I had ordered some Kogels or something. And I was trying to get
hot dogs.
Mm-hmm, yeah. I wasn't even getting, so some hot dogs, some Kogels.
Okay.
And say anyway. Whatever. Anyway, and then so you know how you take your number or whatever and they call you. So then it was my turn. And so he called my number. So I went over there and then he was trying to holler and get I was like, no, I'm on my way to work, right? Whatever. And then he and so that was that. And then
I went going back for some more meat.
You went back for some more clothes.
I went back.
So the sausages this time?
Yeah, no, I don't remember what I went back for the second time.
Brats. The beef.
Okay, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Whatever. And then he was like, he had asked me for my number again, and then I was like, then I gave it to him that day. And then
that's what you went back for.
Yeah, I went back for that. I was ready for that, right?
Right.
I mean, I didn't know it was gonna be there, but it worked out, and the rest is history, right, Cecil?
Yep, what she said.
And so we've been married for almost 14 years in June.
Okay. Yeah. Is that your love story?
Cecil, was that about
you was slanging Brocks?
I was good. Yeah, I was the meat guy working at Jack's, you know what I'm saying? She came in and I spotted her, then you know what I'm saying?
What was you doing? You was like, I got that one.
Yeah, I was like, Greg, don't worry about it. I'll wait on her, bro.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? After I waited on her after that, first time.
Waiting on her since.
You've been waiting on her ever since, so you shot your shot real quick?
All the time, just give me the ball,
So you ain't brick. It seemed like it didn't take too long. It was 2 times, and she was like, okay.
The second time. That's when she gave it to me. The first time she was
playing.
People try to play hard to get, but you know how that go.
Okay.
And
so was it love at first sight?
I wouldn't say like first sight. I think love come with like in due time. You know what I mean? Okay. That's me.
Okay. Oh, so after he gave you some hot dog, Kwani.
Yeah, he shorted me too. I want to say I was in there trying to get 8, and he gave me like 7. And
he shorted you the sauce.
That was to make sure you come back.
Yeah, I was like, wow. Yeah,
come back.
Yeah,
and she did.
And she came back with her number. She probably was like, that guy over there.
Y'all, you owe me. Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Oh, we ain't gonna talk about that. All right, so I'm glad. So y'all have some cute love story. It wasn't too many differences. Last couple, they was a little different. So
I left out the part that we don't necessarily agree on, but we'll
I want to hear that part. That's the good part.
No, I mean for the most. Well, okay. So this is what we always disagree on. So when I did give him my number, he called me like the next day, and he said he didn't do that because that's not how you're supposed to do it. And I was like,
so how long? Okay, wait. So let's talk about this. How long are you supposed to wait before you call a woman?
Well, you can't just put out everything, you know what I'm saying? But it ain't the first day, which she says that's what it was. But it wasn't.
How long did you wait to call her?
I say at least 3 days.
No
you know
way.
What I'm saying?
No way.
I think you ain't gotta get to the parking lot.
You
can let her get to the parking lot.
Right. That's me, but that's her story. I
think I called ASAP when I got the number.
Oh,
see, you wasn't paying
that's
nobody
cool.
no rules.
That's awesome.
And so did he. Right? That goes to show that's why y'all brothers.
That's their love story.
No, so did he. That's specification. Y'all are brothers, so it makes sense. Thank you, Ronnie.
And this was pre unlimited talk.
Oh,
so my phone bill was like $400.
The minutes was adding up, huh?
Minutes is adding up.
Oh, well, all right now. Well, that's good that y'all are happily married. Both of you all are in your relationships for 10 plus years. So we are looking to learn. Us, single people want to know, like, how do you all find the balance? But before we do that, I'm going to play a game. Y'all know I like my game. It's called Who is Most Likely Game, couple editions. So I'm going to ask these questions. It's going to be who is most likely. And I want you all to either, if it's you point to yourself. If you think it's your spouse, you point to your spouse. And people that are watching in the audience, if y'all watching with y'all mate, y'all can play along with them. And if y'all want to discuss why y'all said those answers, feel free, go right ahead. But just know this is a game.
Okay. So, if I get up and walk away, that means I don't agree.
She got your hand tight. You ain't going nowhere. She like, you ain't going nowhere. So y'all ready?
Okay.
I got it. Ready. This grape juice. Okay, so who is likely to surprise the other with a gift? Oh, wait. It's a list. Okay, Beverly's. Y'all both point to each other. Okay. So why y'all say so, Bronny? You say you, Adriana. You say you.
Because I do.
I do.
We both do.
So who's most likely to do it? To do it the most?
Probably him.
Okay. Don't disagree just because. No.
He out and about more than I am. So
okay. Okay. Good comeback.
Out and about. Internet.
Adriana,
the way the packages come to the house, they know how to use the internet to order stuff. So
where are you going in on Adriana?
Oh, because you said
no. I think he was like slick talking about you.
I know, but
internet. But the packages coming. Right. We should have more. We should have more gifts.
Yeah, he was sneak dissing you.
I just got 2 pair of shoes last week, so.
Oh, that you bought, Ronnie?
Yes.
Oh, that's so sweet.
To her point, no, never mind. That's No.
They were gifts. I bought them when I was out and about. I'm sorry. I take that back.
That's all good.
No, I don't know. Exactly. Y'all get to roam around a lot more than find them good old deals and stuff. You know.
So you need to be sending some more stuff home, man. Next.
No, I'm the one who bought it.
He do.
I'm the one who bought the gifts. She don't.
Oh.
That's the question, right?
Yeah. No, I said you.
Right. Yeah, it's me. Not LaQuanda on this one.
You keep enough shoes on your own coming to the house. So
whoa, Adriana, I thought we was.
I mean, we is.
What happened then? We just got off the track. No,
I know. Okay, next question. Who's more likely to go on a shopping spree?
Right here.
What? Okay, they agree, Ronnie.
Get out of here.
Ronnie and Mang.
Huh?
Casey. She said you and you say her.
No, she go on shopping spree. No. I don't go on shopping spree. Do you want me to?
Are you serious?
No. Do you want me to put you out there like that?
I don't be nowhere. You be places.
Oh, you be where? You be on that internet. You be on somewhere.
Sit down, we.
Okay. No, I'm very cost efficient. Like if I buy one, I'm looking to Jermaine just go out and be like that. I don't do that stuff like that.
Oh, well, that's the definition of a shopping spree.
Shopping spree.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Shopping spree when you buy multiple items at one time.
Okay, so my thing is that, and that. And hers is click on that, send that. Click on this. Other people send that.
I budget it out. I don't do it like that.
Okay.
I'm a bargain shopper myself, though. I'm a bargain shopper, though.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's most likely to pay in full instead of waiting for a sale? Oh, really? El Cheapo?
Me.
Ronnie?
No, Adriana. I'm a sales guy. I miss out because I won't pay full price.
Wow. I didn't think El Cheapo. Man.
No, I'm just saying, I mean, if I do look, don't get it twisted. I do look for bar, but sometimes if you see something, it ain't gonna be there. So you just gotta go ahead and bite the bullet and get it. You know.
Who's most likely to forget their money at home?
By design.
By design.
Not by. I mean, I don't know. I mean, if.
Oh yeah, no, okay.
My thing is, I don't leave it on purpose, but
but you do be.
We got the same debit card, so it don't matter, right?
Yeah. No, I didn't, but yeah.
I love it. This is so much fun. Okay. Who is most likely to be the bigger spender? Who's the bigger spender?
Why do you keep saying that?
Because it's true.
at one time or just overall?
Say what now, Adriana?
Overall, who's the bigger spender?
I think I am.
Adriana.
Really?
I go with myself on that
Okay. Who's most likely to pay somebody else to do it?
Both of us.
Wait a minute. Oh, Jesus. I'm listening. Me, I'm putting somebody else to do
You can say it, Quan.
No, because I was thinking about like when we was over to your house the other day, and we was talking like that type of stuff. But he gonna try to bring up something else. So, but that's the type of stuff I'm talking about.
All right. Who's more likely to negotiate down the price? Yeah. Ooh.
I be like, if this is what the people want for it,
Right.
we don't have to do all that talking. Either you gonna pay it or we gonna walk out.
He'd be like, well, they said 5,000. How about 4,998? $2? You gonna lose it over $2?
A deal is a deal. We got to get it down because we got people that just like to spend. You got to save somewhere.
So they say you the spender, sir.
Nah, that's fake news.
That was fake news.
Fake news.
Okay. Fake news. All right, next question. Who's most likely to use coupons for a purchase?
I like coupons. Like when you get them in the mail, I'll try to use, especially if it's a store that I like, I'll try to use a coupon. Jermaine don't keep up with coupons.
Don't keep up with them.
He just trying to talk them down.
Right. You just want to Bogart strong arm.
No.
All right. Who's most likely to misplace money?
Oh, I'm not.
I think it's more like lose it sometimes.
That's why I said misplace, because listen, I'm gonna misplace the mess out of some stuff. All right. Last question of the game. Are y'all having fun with this game? Let me check the audience.
I think it's very enlightening. These partners of ours, Adriana, are really learning some things about themselves.
Not these partners of ours.
That's what happens when only one person gets something out of this deal.
No, it's crazy. All right, last question for the game. Who is most likely to buy the better gifts?
Me.
It's hard for you to swallow that pill.
No, because this is what I'll say. This is what we're going to disagree on. And Jermaine knows it. So this is what happens.
What happened?
Jermaine buy more gifts,
but they're not good.
But I'm not gonna say they're not good. But I do
more
stuff.
You do
what, Connie? Surprise gifts, like he is gonna say, if I say, man, I want that, he'll find it and he'll get it, Right. But I do surprise gifts before he don't even know that he wanted or he needed.
Okay.
So that's what I classify as better gifts because he's not expecting it.
So you saying basically like if you say something, like if you throw me a hint, basically you say
I'll be like, this is cute.
So why don't you take on the same hint?
No, because I do sometimes, but the thing about it is he don't give you no time. When you know he like it, it's already here.
You already
gotta think about stuff and be like,
so what he doing is when he speak on, he's not already pulling the trigger.
It's already in the
so he already bought it before
in cart. When he shows them shoes, he be like, you like these? And they already on their way.
So that's his way of telling you he bought it already. Okay.
And he know that's what he's saying.
I keep him coming like that, though. When I get on the spree, I keep him coming.
That's why y'all are brothers. Exactly.
Okay. So Kwani buys better gifts than you.
That's what she said.
Have you? What?
No, I'm good.
You're not debating.
I ain't got nothing to say. You buy good gifts.
Thank you.
I buy more surprise gifts, and I just look at it. If I see it, I mean, I just get it. Why I don't have to wait for you, because you don't take the hint like I take yours.
You listen.
Like, it be like this with Kwani. I'll be like, I got it. I caught it. I got it.
I get it. Got it. Okay, so Adriana, you buy better gifts than Ronnie.
I do.
So Ronnie, you buy gifts, but they're not good gifts.
I think my gifts are more thought out.
Okay. Ronald?
Not that I don't appreciate his gifts because I do, but I think
don't backpedal now. We ain't falling back, Adriana. No fall back.
I buy better gifts, man.
I think women do buy better gifts because we do think more. I think we're more thoughtful in our gifts.
I can get that to the women.
See, that's all we saying. We're more thoughtful.
I've never heard him say this because he always be talking about he always buy me gifts and I'll never buy him. But when I do come through, there you go.
She buy better.
Ronnie hasn't said anything. I think Ronnie
agrees.
Ronnie finna let y'all have. You see how
Ronnie agrees with Adriana.
He finna let you have it. He finna.
Buy better gifts.
Yeah.
See?
I didn't feel confident in that answer.
But she better, more.
Quantity over quality. So that's the thing. No, I'm just saying.
You want quantity? You want quantity?
I'm just saying. Jermaine, I'm just saying.
I don't buy quality.
I'm not. Adriana, you know what I'm saying.
Weird.
I hate you, Kwani.
Weird.
There ain't no trinkets and nothing.
Right.
I'm not saying no trinkets.
That's the way I just felt. Like I just went to the knockoff spot or something, you know.
There ain't trinkets or nothing, but you know.
Hey,
whatever happened to this? The thought that count. Whatever happened to that?
We have more thought. That's what Adriana said. And Treese, and I feel like we do.
It's the thought that count that we
appreciate
out and about, and we
we appreciate your little trinket.
No, we
they take the trinket and they call their friends and turn up their nose.
Like, girl, look at this mess. No, I don't. Girl, he done set up here and bought these little funky shoes.
and he done came up here like he done did something.
But we move with our hearts.
Yes, we move with our heart.
Thank you.
That's why we don't, everything, it's like we want it to mean something. It's like, yeah, you can buy every pair of Nikes, but what's that gonna do? You know what I mean? It's the thought, you know.
Yeah. And they do appreciate that while you all are out, that you all are thinking about them. But I think, like they said, as women, because we are more nurturers, we like putting all blood, sweat, and tears, and we be wanting to actually get a tear out of y'all. We be wanting some emotion. Y'all be like, okay, here, you said you want it, here you go. So, but they appreciate it. So just tell us, make sure you all know.
I think there's some learnings in here for everybody.
You sure?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, but it's like so many other things, like, you know, the difference.
Don't backpedal now, Kwani.
No, I'm saying
don't fall back now.
You know, because Jermaine will be like, I'll buy you way more gifts, and he's right.
Yeah.
But guys are different in how they look at you know, the number, and we be wanting to, like you said, hit the heart a little bit.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess I'm gonna slow down a little bit.
No.
I'm gonna shoot for the heart.
Randy, I'm gonna quit aiming. I'm gonna quit aiming for the heart. I'm gonna aim for the soul. Then.
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying this.
Yeah, we're not saying that.
No, because the thing
sound like you sound ungrateful to me.
I'm not saying that. My point in what I'm saying is that neither are wrong. But don't be saying like I buy you more, you know, because I think it balances to
I get what
on the
saying.
balance.
Yeah, this is the topic. This is the show, finding the balance.
I was just took out to the mall to get two of my favorite fragrances that I like, and
what are those?
I got Chanel Blue.
Okay.
And then I got Versace.
Oh,
nice.
Two of my favorites.
I know where I can go get me some cologne now.
There you go.
Right over there. Huh?
Go on, shoot over there, get that cologne. Okay.
I got a couple squirts for you before you go out.
Appreciate you.
Stop over there on your way to
go out. So 2 pair of shoes compared to 2 pair of cologne.
No, the shoes are just
That
was after. That was after. That was
might be just because.
That was just because. It was just because.
That's the norm. That's the norm, Trees, with them. That's the norm with them. That's like when we go to the store and buy eggs and milk. They go to the store and buy new Nikes and stuff.
Exactly. And I just got this pair. Yeah.
Ain't nothing wrong with it.
Well, I don't know. I'm gonna leave that alone. That was fun. That was good commentary. So I appreciate you all for that. I've learned a lot. I understand that women buy better gifts than men. That's what I've learned. But men buy more trinkets. I mean, more gifts.
Who you riding with?
Y'all know I'm gonna add my extra. I'm gonna add my ad libs in there. And yeah, so I love it. And I know that y'all was shooting jump shots and bricks and air balls and slanging sausages. That's what I learned from here. So
I won in the long run.
Yeah, but that's
he finally hit one. He finally hit one.
Yeah. He
finally hit his jumper.
Yeah, he finally. You know, people luck out sometimes. So great. So awesome. Thank you all so much again. That was a fun game. I like to do that before we get into the conversation. Again, if you are looking for insurance in the state of Michigan, come see your financial bestie Trees at the Allstate Insurance Agency, the Good Wine Agency. The phone number is at the bottom. Are you all ready for the love and money discussion couples edition?
Yes.
Finding the balance, y'all ready? Do y'all need to take a drink of water? Yes. Make sure if you all are watching this, make sure y'all like and share it out so others can join in. Especially if you're single, you should be watching this. If you are married, you should be watching this because we're going to be, it's real people, real talk about real money situations. Make sure you put your questions in the comment section. I would, he found his stroke. Oh.
That too, Val.
I gotta make sure I read the question. Read it out loud.
You're talking about the jump shot.
Oh yeah, the jump shot. We start.
What Trees mine at today?
I'm talking
about best. Okay. So y'all made me lose my train of thought. Being bad.
Be a hooper. Come on now.
I know, but you know, my mind went there. It went there. So make sure you all like and share it out so we can get more people into the discussion. If y'all have some questions that you want to ask this awesome couple, please do get more involved into the party. So let's get started. So we're talking about finding the balance amongst you two as couples, the financial balance. How important is it for a couple to balance each other out financially? And what does that mean to you in a relationship? So we found out that the men buy more gifts, women do better gifts. But seriously, how important is it for you all to balance each other out? Because I know they talk about when you get married, you don't need to be with someone like unequally yoked. Is that a such thing? Do you need to be equally yoked financially? And what does that mean to you?
I don't really think a person has to. I don't think they have to be financially yoked.
But what does that mean? What does financially? Because I know what I think it means. What do you think financially yoked?
It don't mean nothing to me.
Oh,
because you're not gonna. Because everybody's not gonna be yoked. The same. That's what I think.
That's not even financially, mentally, physically, everything.
Yeah,
you're not all gonna be.
We different.
So what does the word? So when you say you don't want to be unequally yoked, means?
I only use yoked in eggs, but but
go ahead, Rod.
When you come into a relationship, everybody's gonna be different. Somebody brings something different to the relationship. Somebody bring this, somebody bring that. So it's just the combination of what she got, what I got makes us one.
So isn't that the being yoked because you're balancing each other out? That's the kind of conversation. Like, how do you yoke? How do you balance each other out? And when I'm thinking equally yoked, I'm talking about a financial mindset. Because if you're not on the same page financially, don't you think you're going to be butting heads? I'm not talking about equally yoked as far as the amount of money you're making. I'm talking about your financial mindset together, and how do you feel like you balance each other out? And is that important in a relationship?
I think it is important, but like you said, when you coming into it, you have different habits, you know what I'm saying? Financial habits. And I think over time, when you know that this is what it is, you start to kind of try to mesh those habits and kind of come to some sort of consensus. I mean, whether it be financial, emotional, everything, you do kind of start to take on some of the same habits, you know what I'm saying? Because you have the same common goal in mind. So you kind of gotta, go to the table and be like, look, now how we gonna get there if you doing X, Y, Z and I'm doing A, B, C? You know what I'm saying? I do think that at some point you do, you mesh, and I think that that is very important.
That's very important, right?
To come to some sort of consensus.
Yeah, and I think too, you can kind of get a sense, like when you're dating too, how well people manage their money, right? And so, I told you, where me and Jermaine met, and we were both, younger in early on in our career. But
that was your career, man.
She missed
early on. I mean, when I first met him, I didn't know that wasn't gonna be a career until I got to know.
Okay. So let's back up. So you was good because what was your career, Kwani?
No, I worked at General Motors. I was an engineer,
and he was the meat man.
Yeah. So, but my point is that no, but yeah, this is a good point because
we won yokes then, right?
No, the point is, and that's what she said. It's the mindset, but it's like I saw what he was able to do with his money. Like we go out on a date, I wasn't paying all the time. You know what I mean? I was definitely not the first couple times. I just wanted to see what.
Did you leave a tip? Because they got on me when I said.
I heard that one. No,
she took it to go box.
If he was gonna pay for it, he's gonna pay.
So you want to leave it? So I ain't never leaving damn another tip.
No, it's not saying you shouldn't. I didn't because I'm like you got what you crazy. But eventually, I might pick up a date, pay for a date after I can see what you can do a little bit. But I'm not coming out the gate like that. So I was able to see, and he prepared and he planned and whatever he had, had to do to be able, for us to go to it, on a date.
Okay. Your wife left. She done.
But you was gonna be the
you got upset about something, I guess.
That tip.
Y'all ain't yoked. Y'all back yoked again. So you're saying that you saw the yolk, y'all egg was yoking as an engineer and the meat packer. What was your job title? Because you said that was your career.
Oh, my job title at Jack's?
Yeah.
I was a butcher.
Oh, the butcher. He was the butcher man.
I was a butcher. That was my job title.
He wasn't just a butcher. You were like a super.
He was a butcher.
He was a shift leader, butcher/butcher.
Yeah, I did. I mean, I did. I mean, I was first.
Don't be ashamed, not Kwani.
Oh, he demonstrated those leadership capabilities that drew me in. See,
did you do the hiring at Jack's? Did you do the hiring?
I did a few. You know what I'm saying? I was in a couple interviews, but no, I worked on the counter. Then I learned how to do this, to work on the sausage, the brats, and then I learned how to cut the meat. And then after that, I got promoted to being a manager and whatnot. So. And
then that's when you said, okay, you gave him a chance. Then so how did that work?
Were you a manager when I met you, or you was?
Yeah, I was a manager.
Yeah, he was a manager.
Yeah,
he was a manager.
Okay.
You
ain't know he was the manager.
I didn't.
You just saw that man cutting up.
That's why I had to ask him. I said, "Were you a manager when I met you?"
After they started talking, he might have slipped an extra pound or two.
Right. No, I gave her a discount though.
She took a chance.
But after I found out that she didn't need to get no discount because we weren't evenly yoked. I didn't give her the discount no more.
I didn't need your discount.
Okay, so that's a good question. So, because y'all kind of going down another a pathway. So, did that or did that not intimidate you? And I want to go back to you too about the equally yoked. So by you being the butcher and she's being like, how did you know? Like when she walked in, did you know that how did you know she was an engineer?
No, I did not know. I mean, when I met her, I did not know nothing about that. I mean, I didn't really care about, you know what I'm saying? Like she came in with a, as an engineer, that ain't what moved me. I mean, the intimidation, negative, not me. You know, I just, if I see it, I like her. I approached her, and am I lying? You right there, baby.
I'm right. I'm
you know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I was kudos to, her job and her career and all that. I mean, that was amazing. It's awesome. You know what I'm saying? At the same time, I was working as a butcher. I was going to school, wasn't in my career at all, but going to school to be, a utility lineman. So, that's about it,
And we've had this conversation about men and finding their potential and looking at. So, Kwani, would you say you saw in his butcherness his potential?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I was able to see, like Jermaine said, he was going to school, working, managing, and then, listening to his aspirations and what he wanted to do and all of that. You can kind of tell, and then he's a planner, and he put his clothes together nice, just how people carry themselves.
Oh, okay. So the way a man dress and how he puts it together.
His clothes are all ironed. I hate ironing. I'm not ironing nothing. Just those things. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you just pick up
on. And how old were you all at that time?
I wasn't 30. I was okay, hold on. 2006.
I've been married 14 years.
Right. Yeah, it was like 2006.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was like
in your 20s.
Yeah, we were in 20s.
So in your 20s,
late 20s, yeah.
In your 20s, you was willing to take the chance on the butcher and his potential. Now, if you would have go into Jack's now and you saw this man right now,
I saw this episode you're talking about too. Yeah.
So would you be like, hey, little butcher, not little black, hey, butcher. I just want to know, like, at your age.
I mean, you grow as to what you're looking for. You know what I mean? And so, at
your age right now, would you walk into and he behind the counter?
This is a couples. You going individual.
I mean, I'm married now, so
I know you're married, but this is to help as a.
No, I see what you're saying. I'll say this.
Married, so we're younger
people. No, younger, you are willing to take more risk and have more fun. And if it don't go nowhere, who cares? I'm moving on. But as you get older, you don't want to spend all that extra time playing around with something that may or may not turn into something. So you are a little more selective as you get older. I would agree.
Thank you, LaQuanda.
Absolutely.
You're going way back to another episode.
Don't worry about that.
I saw that episode. That's why I knew where she was going. Yeah.
She's going forward.
She out here pulling clips.
No. We need to make sure because y'all was
bring it back around. Honey.
Yeah, we need to bring this thing full circle.
Not really.
Yes, we do. She said, when you are younger, you don't have as many bills. Amen, and amen.
That's true.
Adriana and Ronnie, as far as being equally yoked, as far as the mindset, your compatibility, how does that work for you all? Or do you think it's important?
Yeah, it's very important. We do things, I guess, when you say being compatible, we do everything together. So we shop together, we go grocery shopping together, we go pick up our son from school together, just it might not work for others, but it works for us.
Yeah.
Right.
It might not work for others, but it works for us.
That's good. That's awesome. I'm
that is good.
But it ain't always been like that now. It ain't always been like that. It was rough. It was rough, but that's
y'all want because of what? Because of what?
We came to, that's we enjoy our time together,
Gotcha. But I'm just saying, so like, I guess as we're talking, because I think a lot of times, and people think that, to be honest though, people think that the number one cause of relationships to end is through infidelity. It's really money situations. Finances is actually what ruins most marriages. So that's where the question really came from. Like, how are you all, like, how important is making sure that you all are on the same page financially, and how do you all balance each other out? Like, is one a bigger spender than the other? Is one, because I feel like if you got two spenders, y'all gonna all be broke. So you need one needs to be more reserved. The other one might be a little bit more like free spirited with money, and vice versa. And if you got both of y'all frugal, y'all ain't gonna never go nowhere because both of y'all scared to pull the trigger. So do you all balance each other? Like, how do you all balance each other out that way?
Well, we both like to spend. It's just when it's time. I mean, it's not an everyday thing. You know, we might wait a month or so. Hey, this go to, we ain't got to go to the major brand stores. We might go to the outlet. We like the outlets. We go to the outlets and,
they're premium outlets as well.
Most of them are premium. Yeah.
So don't try to make it. Oh, we go to the outlets. No, y'all be at the premiums.
But I think that with that, like you say, like there's some people that might spend a little bit, but I think that because we know the finances, so we know when it's time to slow up. When I say we, it ain't just me or just her. It's like we know it's slow up. We doing the most.
The internet guys didn't like what you was about to say because you froze up. What you said about slowing up?
No. Like, with the finances, when it's time to slow up because everybody got eyes on the count. So it's like, hey, if we feel like we doing too much, it's like, hey, we need to slow down,
Right. It's not a matter of you watching every nickel, but that you done did X, Y, Z this week and this and that last week. It's like,
and what's coming up. What's coming up.
You know what I'm saying? You just mindfully managing. You might not be balancing that checkbook to a penny, but you mindfully managing. Like, okay. Right. He done did this and I done did that. Okay, that might be enough for the month.
Right. But who would you say in the relationship is the most conservative? That kind of will be the main one. Like, let's slow up. And is it important to have one of you all be that person?
You're gonna be honest.
No, you're gonna be honest.
I'm that all the time. So I'm that all the time.
I'm not as conservative. I'm just gonna be real, but Kwani, sometimes she be like, now we don't need to be doing that right now. You know what I'm saying? I'd be like, yeah, we do got a little bit going on, So
okay, I think you need that. You need the good balance because balance in a relationship, you have strengths and weaknesses. As a couple, you step up or fall back depending upon what's needed. I like that.
Right. Yeah, absolutely.
I need somebody to pull me all the way back because I'm gonna spin. So, so that's why I asked.
He's the saver. I'm not. He's the one that he's a stasher. So okay. You know what I'm saying? I sometimes try to get a feel for, you know what I'm saying?
What the stash look like.
I might step out a little bit further, you know what I'm saying? The stash looking right, you know what I'm saying? Or he might say, hey, you know what I'm saying? Do this.
Hey, it's funny. One time she say, you got some cash laying around the house? I was like, what you mean by cash?
What we talking? What we change or what we talking?
I said, you can't wait till I get home. She said, no.
I need it right now.
So I had to send it to the stash, right? So she knew how much it was. I was like, did you count it? To her? No, I ain't count. Which I know she did.
Right.
But
twice.
I say, oh, so you gonna move it now? I'm like, no, I'm not hiding it from you. I mean, I wouldn't relocate it, but it's there now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It ain't to the point where I gotta hide it to where I don't trust you. I just had to put up to where I knew it was at, so I know where to go to. I wasn't, hiding it from her.
Gotcha.
For the record, I ain't got no stash for the people in the back. You know what I'm saying?
No, we just talked about this today. It's a lockbox we do got a lockbox, and I was like, what is that? Like, why do you have that? And he was like, oh, it's got money in it. And I was like, oh, really? And then he said, but I don't know where the key at. And I'm like, well, damn, what is that?
So don't ask me to open it. No.
Exactly what you were saying. Don't ask me to open it.
Right.
So I guess that kind of moves back into my next question. How many bank accounts do you believe a couple should have, for example? Everything in a joint account, everything in separate accounts, a joint account and 2 separate accounts, 2 joint accounts and 2 separate accounts.
That's a lot of options. I'll just say what we do, which is we use a main account and we're both on it. And we got a checking where you can swipe all day, till it's gone, and then we have a savings that we typically don't go in unless we said we were going in it.
So everything is in one account. You don't have your own account you don't have your own mad money. Crazy.
No, the only thing we do have the only thing we do that the reason I find out about the shopping sprees at Birch Run and back and forth is because he has a credit card that I don't use. Mm-hmm. So that's where that goes. I don't see it until the end of the month when it's time to pay it off.
Okay.
And then
that's the leeway.
And so then I'll see what he did. But
what I did, huh?
I mean, I have mine too.
Thank you. Here we go.
We don't spend at the same rate as he said already.
And my thing is like with that, we got the credit cards or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because I had this credit card since wildfire or whatever. But she see what I spend. I don't see what she doing because I don't pay the bill. So when she doing her thing, she just doing her thing and she just slide hers right up on the table. But she be looking at mine like, what we got here?
But why is it so long?
No, that was just not really. It's more like
no.
Okay, so that's good. So everything is in one joint account. Like y'all have a joint account, no separate bank accounts, but y'all have your own credit cards that y'all can do whatever.
Right.
Okay.
And it makes it easy for me when it's time for me to buy these trinkets. You know what I'm saying?
So you're using the credit card to buy these trinkets. Okay.
Trinkets. Yep.
Gotcha. All right. Trinket shopping. Okay, that's where we get the trinkets from on the credit card. All right, Beverly.
Mm-hmm.
We have our own separate accounts and we have joint accounts as well.
Okay. So that's like for y'all.
You like my brother.
Huh?
I'm just talking.
So he want to be like his big brother.
But we also have the same as we got our own credit cards,
right.
Stuff like that,
So with the couple that has the joint account and the separate account, is it good to put everything in the joint account and then y'all give yourselves a certain allowance, or do y'all have y'all joint accounts and then y'all put a certain amount in the joint? Y'all have your the joint accounts and then y'all put a certain amount in the. Let me put this away. Okay.
I think I know what you're saying.
No, she's asking.
We know what you're saying.
You said it was just grape juice.
It is my business.
For us, we have our own, or we have a joint. The joint.
I'm saying, how do it start off? Do the money start off in the joint and then go to the separates, or is it in the separates and then y'all put a certain amount into the joint?
To the joint.
Huh?
It goes to the joint.
First or second?
Second.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, yeah, okay, that's cool. Okay.
That's where the business taken care of at.
Out of the joint account.
Out the joint account.
Okay, that's cool. So is there a certain amount, hey, this amount we're putting in, or is it a certain percentage? How do y'all do percentages, or is it a certain dollar amount? Okay, every week, every other week, or every month, this goes into the joint account.
It's just based on what has to be paid. It's just based on the amount that has to be paid. You know what I'm saying? As to what's necessary. Sometimes he may just take it out of his account and just pay everything and just leave it in the joint. Or
can I slide you a bill too?
It will just stay, you know what I'm saying, in the joint. So it just kind of depends. We just kind of put kind of a set amount
Depending on my mood.
Oh. So what?
No, keep going.
Okay. You know that shoulder head got ready for you. That shoulder head got ready for you. So, let's see. So, do you think couples should go on financial dates with each other to discuss y'all money goals and bills? Like, is it important? Do y'all have like money talks, money dates? Like, is it like a priority to sit down and talk about money?
I think it's ongoing for us. I remember hearing at your first upgrade experience about setting up our financial dates, and we did go on and put it on the calendar. But it's hard for us to. I mean, you know, just it's crazy. Because
why? You commit to everything else.
I know, you're absolutely right. I'm just thinking that we do talk about it all the time as it relates to, and for us, it's like, you know, usually, and now it's a little crazy, but usually you got a set number of bills. And then we know what you call, you know, consider mad money. You know what that is. So it ain't like it's changing every, you know, 2 weeks. And so, but there are certain things like big purchases that you do need to talk about, or hey, we said we was going to do this and now's the time.
So what's considered a big purchase? I want to hear this conversation because people, Mr. Beverly, were talking about me in this big purchase thing. What's considered a big purchase?
I think a big purchase is something that you have to structure your finances around it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes we ready for it and sometimes we ain't. And then we should be able to talk to each other and be like, you know what? I don't think that we ready for that. You know, and I know that you putting your side of the money in the joint account and I'm putting my money in the joint account. But at the end of the day, with this joint account, I don't think that we should be taking money out to doing this big purchase and whatnot.
So, do y'all agree with that, what he's saying, Beverly's?
I do. I mean, we confer when it's time to, you know what I'm saying, when things are changing, when, like they said, when there's like a big purchase. I mean, the last conversation we had is when we got ready to buy the house. You know what I'm saying? Then you sit down and you structure, okay, so if we are, you know what I'm saying, if it's this price, this is what we'll do. You know what I'm saying? At this price, that's a no-go. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you know, it's just not a regular common thing that we just, you know, but when those things are changing and when you start making those larger purchases, when it's more than a pair of shoes or, you know what I'm saying, then it's like, okay, let's talk about this. You know what I'm saying? It's not like a regular conversation.
A regular pair of shoes.
But what's regular? What's
the ones that's irregular are the numbers.
What does the numbers have to do with anything? So you have to confer with each other to buy shoes? I thought it was.
No, I ain't say that. I ain't say that. That's, to me, that's not a big purchase, you know.
But I'm just gonna say this because that's Jermaine's typical answer, and my response is they add up. So that's all I'm gonna say.
If we go to the comments, there's a comment in the last comment is about Jermaine. Actually,
Jermaine just dodged that question like a running back. I love it. What question was that?
When you asked him what's a large purchase.
Oh yeah, so what's a large purchase, Jermaine?
I just step over that because every, you know.
Who said that? I remember that.
That's for Brian Harrison. Thank you.
Brian Carter.
Yeah. No, I mean, because it's different. It depends on what you're doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, okay.
Would you come home with a new car without consulting?
I would never come home with a new car because I wouldn't want her to come home with a new car without talking to me about it. When we ready for that car, we'll get that car. I talked any car that we got. We talked about it.
No, I'm not.
I thought you said something.
No, I'm waiting on but I ain't said it.
Oh, I'm bad.
But
those are things that I think I don't think married couples do, but I have known a lot of single people that are in relationships that have done that. Because what you smiling for? Because you don't need your man, your woman to go purchase a vehicle. I think that's still something when you're in a relationship that needs to be discussed before you bring it home.
Okay, so that's a good question. What?
That wasn't a question. That was a statement.
Whoa.
I'm gonna drink with you, Kim.
You ain't gonna check me on my own show.
I wasn't checking you out. That wasn't a question. I was making a statement.
Okay, well, that leads me to my next question. Okay. What are some items that you think what were things that's off limits to purchase until you got married? Like, what shouldn't someone be purchasing with someone? Auntie, she told me to put my glass down. Y'all know I'm hard-headed. But what are some things that, shouldn't be purchased until marriage? These big purchases. Because like you said, people can be dating, but because they're not married, like, okay, I don't need you to buy this. I can get it on my own. So what are some things that you should not be purchasing with someone until you're married?
A house.
Okay.
I mean, that's a good. My thing.
You should, but sometimes it happens like that.
Right. It do. I mean, because sometimes you be in a relationship and then you just
one person might not be able to be put on the house. So hey.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. Wait. What I'm saying? Okay, so if the person can't be put on the house, but even if you're married, you probably still can't be put on the house. Yeah. What I'm asking is, if you can be put on a house, should you what are some you shouldn't buy a house with someone unless you're married? Is that what you're saying?
Ideally.
Hello.
Yeah, but
did it go on mute?
But a lot of people do it now.
Right. I mean, yeah, that's true.
A lot of people do it now.
So I see house, I see cars, businesses. Anything else that you feel is off limits? Houses, cars, businesses. Anything else that's
off limits? It's probably that you should just wait until,
So do you feel like if you're talking about buying a house together, you're talking about buying a car together, you start thinking about going into business together, y'all should say, we need to go ahead and get married first. If those conversations are coming up, do you feel like, okay, wait a minute?
It's hard for me to answer that, Trees, because I've been married. It's hard for me to answer that.
What you mean?
It's hard for me to answer that in hindsight.
It depends on where you are in that relationship.
Yeah,
though.
I mean,
true. I get it, but I'm just saying
where the relationship is going. I mean, those are choices you make based on what you know. Or what your plans are for the future with that person. You know what I'm saying? So,
I get it. I mean, I get what you're saying, but I'm just saying, do you think that if you're having these type of conversations, these financial conversations, do you feel like that you all are getting serious enough? If I'm feeling like we're investing in a house, we're investing in businesses, we're talking about buying cars together.
So why y'all ain't married then?
That's the question.
That's only for the person that's doing it.
You gotta get a feel for you gotta get a feel for your own relationship. Just like when you getting together, like, okay, we have these conversations. It's not a rush conversation. Do you want to get married, Kwani? Those are the conversations you have, because that's how you get to know a person. You learn them. They're gonna tell you yes or no. Do you want to have kids? Do you want a family? Right. So going down this journey. When you're learning your spouse, is that you're going to know if you should be bringing things together.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So
but I guess my question is, if you feel like you're ready to bring those type of things together, kind of like how Ronnie said, so why not get married? Or why not get married before you do those things? That's what I'm saying. Like, why do it in that particular order?
I mean, everybody had their own reason to get married.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Oprah will never marry Stedman. I mean, it's just
Stedman won't marry Oprah.
I mean, however,
Oprah won't marry Stedman.
I mean,
exactly.
Hello.
Y'all talking about Harpo?
Everybody
yes, Harpo.
As the end of everybody don't see marriage the same.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, some people live their whole life in a committed relationship.
And they ain't married.
And they think marriage will change the whole dynamics of it. So it's a personal thing. It's personal. I just like school ain't for everybody. Marriage ain't for everybody. It's just it's based on what works for you.
I like that. I was just asking.
I'm not just answering.
I was just
the difference between being a bridesmaid and a bride. Some people don't want to be the bride; they just want to be the bridesmaid.
Right.
Vice versa.
Make me the maid of honor. Yeah, now. Hello. Okay. Cool. So I think we talked about that. Oh, I know the Beverly's gonna get me. I'm ready for this. I'm scared. Let me drink.
Your auntie tell you to put that down?
This grape juice. Should there be a financial hierarchy in a marriage?
What do you mean? I want to know what you mean.
What you mean by that?
I want you to elaborate more.
Elaborate on that a little bit. No,
Auntie, wait, did you use that word? I think you should be saying, tell a story, ma'am. Oh, these comments are getting very vulgar. But you see that, Ronnie? See your cousin?
Well, what she said? Let me see.
I can't say that word out loud.
Oh, lie. She know we couldn't say that on 6th Street.
Exactly. So now she done got grown and she want to type it on the thing. Financial hierarchy. We've talked before that does the man have the final say financially for financial decisions? So I switched it up and say, should there be a financial hierarchy? Thank you, Teresa. In a marriage.
Yes, I think so.
I
think so.
You shocked me. What's the financial hierarchy?
I mean, because just like we talked about earlier, if both can't be spenders, you ain't gonna never have nothing. You ain't gonna never pay.
Okay.
So someone has to be able to say, "Hey, we need to slow it down," and you should listen to them if they get to that point. That means it's you're out of control, or you done made a couple of purchases that was
But
is it the man, woman? Sometimes the woman, the man. How's the finance?
Switch up.
Can it just be both?
Yeah, it can switch up.
Are there two CEOs in the company?
Sometimes they got 50-50 split, I guess.
I didn't say ownership. I said, are there two CEOs in a company?
No, only one.
One person may see, okay, we done this, and it may just need to be brought to the other's attention for them to agree. So that's the hierarchy, letting the other one know, and it's a mutual understanding.
Because I mean, I'm my thing is like if you getting it, I'm getting it. I mean, I ain't finna be like, no, you don't need to get that. That's the final answer. No, we can talk it out. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, well, what if you? Okay, so my question has always been, if there is a certain, because we are humans and we have difference of opinions and we have different feelings and points and how we feel about things. If one is saying, hey, I think this is a good financial decision, the other one feels it's not a good financial decision, how do you agree on what to decide financially? Does someone take the leadership role in saying yes or no? That's what I mean.
You sit down and weigh the pros and cons.
Okay, if you sit down and weigh the pros and cons, but still, if you're still on this side of the fence and the other person is on this side of the fence, how does that work?
Well, maybe the person that's pushing the envelope need to back up a little bit.
Kwani, what you think?
So I'm trying to think of an example, but I guess from our chair or from what we've experienced, because Jermaine, we both have things that I guess we want to do, and so we gotta bring it to the table and then hash it out. Because for me, everybody wants to be happy and enjoy the fruits of their labor. And so the way I look at it is that, okay, if that's the goal, we may not can do that tomorrow. Let's put a plan in place and see if we can get there. That's kind of how I think, because I don't spend, I don't want to say haphazardly, but emotionally, like I see something I like. That's Jermaine saying, I see it, I like it, I buy it. I don't operate like that. So, we got to talk it through and we got to plan. And if it's something that's out of our normal realm where, a car or something, we got to think about that or, look at it. And we've had to have those conversations. And
why are you smiling, Cecil?
Oh, my kids told me good night.
And usually he gets what he wants. It's just a matter of, when, how we get there.
It's a levels to it. When we're going to get it,
Thank you.
That. So
Teresa said she think ideally it should be the man because I believe he is the head of the household. But if he's not ready, the wife should take that role if she is better at it.
Yeah. And I think that I agree that typically it is the man.
What's that?
No, typically, I think it was I think she said I can't see the
no, he want to know what's the air quotes.
No, because I said typically it is, but that's
he want to know what's the air quotes.
No, because Jermaine prefers that I handle the bills. It's like he don't have no pressure, so he just be like, I see it, I like it, I buy it. You figure it out. That's coming.
I ask you like, if you're ready for this, we have a conversation. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Because I just don't. I mean, I see and I like it, but we have a conversation, and like I don't have to be the one like, no, I'm the man, and this is the way it's gonna go. Quanta, you don't need that. No, because I don't
want that to come back on you.
She don't deal with me like that, so I ain't gonna let her handle me like that. So we gonna talk it out. You know what I mean?
Y'all cousins is talking to y'all, just so y'all first cousins, because y'all like to say that. Y'all first cousins got things to say to y'all.
Hey, D, but no, I just think everything has a balance. I mean, the head of the household, I get all that, but the head of the household don't mean that you gotta be beating your chest about you make always the final decision. That's that's a little old school. You know what I mean?
And it's like how D saying
historically,
it's some people are stronger in one aspect of the relationship to where one person is stronger at the other. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, that's fine. I just like to have the discussion, and I really wanted to hear.
You stuck on that same question.
Do you want to share your take on it?
I ain't married.
Oh, okay. But
I don't know. I'm learning. I'm learning how this stuff goes.
You plan to marry one day? So what's your take on it when you?
Okay,
I like this show, Adrian. That's gonna be a show we get to host and then put Teresa in the hot seat. We should host the show.
Oh, okay. Y'all want to be my guest? I want y'all to be the host, and y'all can ask me all the questions. So I will answer that question.
Set it up.
Okay. You're not a part of it. No, I didn't. We didn't agree with you to ask me nothing.
Him over there.
Judge and jury.
Right, judge and jury. I ain't gonna have no say. But no, okay. So I'm not gonna say my thought process is right. I feel like the man is the head of the household, and he sets the structure of how everything should go, and the woman sets the tone, like, and how to carry out the plan that the husband has laid out, because he's a leader. And as a woman, yes, I want to submit to the plan, the leadership that I'm subscribed. As a husband, as my wife, as a wife, I want to subscribe to what my husband is saying and doing. And I'm
only as a wife, though. Only as a wife, not as being in a committed relationship. I'm picking up what you're putting down. You say only as a wife.
It's like that Jill Scott, how she says, if you can tell me what to do,
then tell me what to do.
Tell me what to do.
That was my part.
If you can't tell me what to do,
then don't tell me what to do. Hello?
And I feel like I can tell you what to do.
Yeah, okay, so then tell her what to do. That's my thing. If you can tell me, like you said, if you can tell me what to do, then tell me what to do. And I'm going to listen. But if you can't tell me what to do, shut your mouth and don't try to tell me what to do.
But with that being said, though, like at this point in time, like in a relationship, I'm like,
y'all, wait a minute. She said it's difficult to follow a parked car. Tell her, mama.
What she said?
It's difficult to follow a parked car.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I ain't getting the comments. So.
You be in the comments. You don't want to read them today.
No. It's like my thing is like, when you lead, you're gonna lead. But like at this point, like it's a different time now. you want to bring your spouse what word am I looking for? Their opinion in too. You want to consider their opinion on something. You know what I mean?
You don't just be telling somebody what to do because you can tell them.
Right, just because and I just don't want to just because I'm the man and the head and the leader and all this. That don't mean that I can't miss nothing. You know what I'm saying?
That's true. And I think that you're supposed to confirm. And I think it kind of get misconstrued when we say as far as being a leader. And I think that a real leader, and when we talk about the protecting and to providing and to cultivate, a real man is going to make sure that his woman is happy and all her needs and wants are met. So as he's leading, his whole thought process is not of him, is of her and the kids and what's for the betterment of the family. So I think when we start saying as far as being the leader, he's making sure he's thinking about his wife, number one, what's going to make her happy. And so I think when and I'm just going to say for me, when I'm saying that, so I'm willing to submit and follow this man because I know he got my best interest at heart. He's doing what's best for me and the family. And he wants to see a smile on my face. So that I think so. As I want to just elaborate, it's not like, oh, I'm the leader and like a man. I don't want a man who just said, because I'm the man, I'm sticking my chest out and no. I really want a man like how you said, if Kwani sees something, guess what? Or say something about it, you getting it. Same thing, Ronnie. When you out, you know Adriana likes something, you gonna get the trinket. But
ain't got no trinket now. Bag up now.
You know how to throw that in there. It was getting a little too deep, so I had to, ease on with a little laughter. But no, seriously. So I feel like that's being a real man because guess what? That not require. It's naturally not. Guess what? Y'all women are thoughtfully like, oh, let me go. I see this. I know this gonna make my man smile. Oh, let me do this because I know he's taking care of me. He providing and he leading me down the right path. So yes, whatever he say, I'm gonna be like, my man, my man, my man, my man. But you gotta be a leader. And the women are going to submit and they're going to support you and want to see you all succeed. And that's why y'all got y'all women.
That come with time. That come with time.
Yes, butcher man.
But it come like you said, everything comes with time, and
but y'all get what I'm saying? Do y'all feel?
I understand. Yeah. Completely. No doubt, absolutely.
Because we having this conversation, but y'all are some great husbands, and y'all got some great wives, and y'all done basically retire both of y'all wives while y'all trying to sit up here like trying to be all modest, because y'all sitting up here living good, and them women ain't. I mean, y'all work. Let me be quiet. So I want y'all to tell that story because the reason why I really wanted y'all on here to kind of talk about, like, as far as with y'all wives, as far as seeing the potential, we really didn't get into Adriana and Ronnie's story. So I want y'all to share that too. And how they, as y'all say, saw the potential, spoke live, took a chance, and where y'all at now. So go ahead, Beverly. Y'all can start.
Well, my only downfall, Trees, I ain't never been with taking care of home and all that. It was infidelity, you know what I'm saying? So that part was the hardest part for me.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? So that's where she took the chance at. You know what I'm saying? Not as far as finances and stuff like that. It was my infidelities, my past infidelities.
Gotcha.
So
she okay.
Talk to her about that part.
What happened?
And so you got to talk to her about that part, but that's where it always been with
so
me.
Financially, she wasn't necessarily taking. You don't feel like she was taking a chance financially.
No, I always had a job and took care of business. I just
Right. Okay. But so how we talk. Y'all know I like to go back to the past episodes. We had talked about how we had Kwani as the engineer with the butcher. And Adriana, you were or are
a nurse.
What kind of nurse?
Just a regular nurse.
RN. She's an RN.
Thank you.
I'm an RN, Trees.
So
Okay,
she's on it all. Don't she, Adriana?
Just
There's
regular.
a difference,
We're trying
right?
to be clear. We're trying to be clear for the people. And Ronnie and you were when you all.
Oh.
Hello, Mr. Beverly.
Hold on. Can you see me?
Yes.
Oh, okay, because we can't see you. We lost you.
Oh, I'm still here. Beautiful.
I was when
they
I
see
met
me?
Adriana, I was the team lead at the hospital.
Okay.
Where are we here?
You're the team lead at the hospital.
Yes.
Okay. So you feel like now as you all have grown together, what's the dynamics now?
What you mean the dynamic?
I mean, we as we said earlier, we weren't always equally yoked.
He said he only do yolking his eggs.
Mentally. You know what I'm saying? I think we've had several ebbs and flows. You know what I'm saying? We've had several peaks and valleys, but I mean, through it all, if it's what it is, we've made this commitment to each other. You know what I'm saying? If something happens in my world or if something happens in his world, you know what I'm saying? Then that's what it is. We're gonna make that, we're gonna hold it together by hook or by crook. You know what I'm saying? That's just what that is.
Aww. Y'all so beautiful.
Thank you.
It's always been peaches and honey, you know what I'm saying? It just, you know, there's been some imbalances, you know what I'm saying, on a lot of levels.
Yeah.
But, you know what I'm saying? When you take that, when you step out there and take that chance, that's just what that is, you know.
That's what that
you gotta
is.
deal with the consequences
in it
of
for
it,
the
good or
long
bad.
haul. The long haul.
That's true. That's true. So what has your chances led for you, Kwani, with the butcher?
What has my chances? The chances that you say I took. What is that led to?
Yeah, with the butcher.
Really, the life I live. You know, we live today, so it's been good. I mean, I won on my chance. So
She gambled and she won.
So Kwani, you okay? So let's talk. You
Okay, Patrice, come on. Can I back this up a little bit? Why man couldn't have took a chance on Kwani?
Y'all know what? he could have, but what I look at is that he pursued me, and so
he was willing to take the chance. That's how you look at it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Well,
and I'm just know our trees questions be like the man is the chance. You know what I'm saying? It's like all the men has to be
because
the chance.
guess what? What
you
is
got the prize?
There's a lot of women that ain't got that together.
It's yeah, and you know what? A lot of people don't realize that. Yeah, it says he that findeth the wife findeth the good thing. And so yes, y'all are not the prize. I mean, and that's no disrespect. That's true. And so
And I think the reason why we're saying as far as take the chance.
yawning over here.
We running out of time.
Right. No, the reason because we are the prize. And the reason why we're talking about as far as taking a chance is because I feel like that they have a beautiful story and you all have a beautiful story, because as far as with Kwani and building her career as far as an engineer. See, so you were working at the meat market and you were going to school for what? You didn't elaborate.
To be a utility lineman, ma'am.
To be a utility lineman. And so being a utility lineman, what has that led you all now currently?
Me going to be a utility lineman had got me a certificate of appreciation of being a lineman. And now
this man said appreciation.
No, I was trying to step over it. But no, it was, it got us it got us in a good spot. You know what I'm saying? We got a team that we got now in a good spot to make opportunities and whatnot happen.
And now Kwani was able to step away from her corporate job and work for the family business, correct?
Yes, correct. And
all right, so okay, so why I had to pull your teeth to say
I didn't know where you was going. You know, I didn't catch on. My bad. I wasn't trying to step over nothing. You know.
Jesus. Okay, so that's what happened. Yes, that y'all all have started a business. Thank you, Teresa. He couldn't catch on to that. So I think that but I think that was as far as taking a chance. And then also with the young lady who keeps leaving and coming back. So currently, because you have a business that's a passion of yours, and what has in your husband current position that has allowed you to what, Ronald, Adriana, who would like to speak to that?
Take a break and focus on some things that I like to do.
Yes. And so, and I think that, that's what I really want to show. And in my opinion, I feel like that is true leadership as a man at his finest, to say, hey babe, I got you, and now you go do you, as far as to be able to be what we need for the family. That's just my opinion. So that was one of the main reasons I wanted you all on here, to show two healthy relationships where the man is like, I feel like that's leadership, where you all are shielding and holding the responsibilities per se, and you're thinking about your wife's well-being and making sure that she's happy, to be able to provide her, and not necessarily financially per se, but just the opportunity to explore and do what it is that she wants to do. And I feel like that's a real man in leadership and being held accountable, because you're putting your wife first. That's all I've been seeing these past episodes, and y'all been jumping down my throat.
No, and I'm happy. I'm happy at where we're at. You know, I want, you know, when my wife quit her job, I wanted her to quit her job with love. I didn't want her to like feel as if I was trying to force her. I want her to be ready when it was time for her to, whenever she wanted to leave. You know what I'm saying? Because it's a lot, you know, for a person to step away from their own passion or whatever they've been doing for so many years, you know, or whatever. But you know,
but she followed her husband, and you ain't let her astray. That's all we've been saying,
right? And I'm gonna lead, you know what I'm saying, until I'm sure. You know what I mean? And that's just what it is. But at the same time, you know, if we fall doing this thing, you know, we know we got each other's back. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I know that just from the beginning of us not being equally yoked with the finances and whatnot.
I said the mass.
I like that.
So you know what I'm saying? I get that, you know, but I don't think finance is all about the love. But what my point is that, you know, I know she got my back when I didn't have it, and vice versa. You know what I mean? Excuse me, vice versa.
Yeah.
Whatnot. So.
And that makes you want to give her whatever her heart desires 10 times more.
Yeah. So because if you know Kwani wants something, I don't want to be like no. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would I say no to a person that's putting their heart and soul basically into one of my dreams? You know what I mean? Or what or whatever. But at the same time, you know, she benefited from it, from being able to go to the kids' different events, and you know, being to hang out with the flexibility, her girls, you know, all that type of stuff. I want her to be able to fly like a bird. You know what I'm saying? This girl needs some help. So
sweet, fly like a bird. Do we have any other questions for this lovely couple in the audience? I mean, in our studio, audience, I guess.
She cut off.
Yeah, that grape juice is
fly like an eagle. That's what we said.
So does anyone in the comments have a question for our couple?
We can't see the comments.
Oh, they say love it, Jermaine. Oh, he's trying to get kudos tonight. Whatever. No.
I think you got him.
Got him.
Hey, see how Cardi done hugged all on him?
Hold on, sorry. Go ahead. Say it again.
Spot him, got him.
How has their relationship shifted over the years? How has your relationship shifted? That was a question in the audience.
I'll let Kwani answer. That's a hard one.
Let's see. How has it shifted? I mean, I think a lot has changed, obviously, over the years as it relates to our progression, kids, all of that. I mean, so priorities have shifted. Our financial sense has shifted. What we value, has shifted, and it all goes with time, maturity, and then what's important, right? And so now it's like before it could be, just get to next month to that next paycheck versus now preparing for that foundation for, what's to come. And yeah, it all changes, even being, in the entrepreneurial state, because it's like, it's bigger than you. Like other people are riding on this. So you don't have a choice versus when you have to go to work and just make $1 for the next person, your check gonna be there at the end of the month, whatever. You know what I mean? So it a lot has changed, over the years in all of those spaces.
Good. Beverly's?
Oh, I thought that was just for the house.
No, it didn't say
From the start to now, there's been a lot of shifts. I mean, basically starting with the blending of families, the financial stability. I mean, the whole, as he mentioned, he had a lot of issues with infidelity, so for a long time he felt like I was sent to him to get him back. You know what I'm saying? Like I was gonna be the one that was gonna,
giving it run for my money.
Make him pay, huh, Adriana?
That was my purpose in life, you know what I'm saying? So he kind of always was kind of watching, you know what I'm saying, and just hoping that, I wasn't gonna give him what he gave everybody else, you know what I'm saying? So that was a big issue, you know what I'm saying? Just kind of dealing with that, but 2 states later,
right.
We just had
3
around and just
I done lived in 3 states.
Had a lot of deep-seated issues, you know what I'm saying, and get to where we are. Just a lot of conversation, a lot of trial and error, a lot of phone calls, late night, you know what I'm saying? It's been a lot of everything, you know what I'm saying, on my end, on his end, and I mean, it's been a great shift, but it's been a ride, but it's been worth it.
That's good.
Ride that motorcycle, baby. No, but for me, though, on a serious note, the shift for me is I made a lot of decisions. A lot of my decisions making in my earlier years were about and for me. Now I think for what's best for everyone else.
And that's a leader.
Hello. Me. Not just me.
There you go. I love it. We have another question. Can you speak to how you managed your emotions as men and as a couple as you transition and grew? Like, and they got, for example, being vulnerable, trust, fears, etc.
John just said the fears for me, man, it was like she said.
How did you manage it though?
Man, it's day to day. I'm still managing it today. It ain't just one day I woke up and it was over. You know what I'm saying? I had the one trust. I had to trust her. It wasn't all about me. You know what I'm saying? I trusted her, but it was just that fear. Not that I didn't trust her, just what I was scared of and what I put out to so many women over the years that I just felt like, okay, now I'm not doing this. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt. So,
right.
And to be a little more vulnerable, like she said, I had to be vulnerable.
You had to be vulnerable.
I had to trust the instincts.
That's good. That's good. Cecil?
Me, I mean, with my emotions as a man, as I grew, I think you just let it go. And when I say that, and you just let it do what it do. When I say let it do what it do, is like, you gonna be the man that you are. You want to be that guy who, can, let me see how it can work. You want to be that guy who can, your wife trusts, that's open. You can be a friend, you know what I'm saying? You can be all that rolled in one, you know what I mean? Or whatever. And I mean, it is hard, because when I say that, you grow up and you see different stuff, and you thinking how to be a complete man, but it's I think in some things you got to go through it and to get the full meaning of it and whatnot. You know what I mean?
Good. So do you all think that you are a better person because of your spouse?
Oh, most definitely.
I think that 100%. I mean, because I think other people make other people better. You know what I mean? I mean, it's not saying that you got nothing bad in you, but
right, I understand.
It brings out the best in you and whatnot. Go ahead.
You're talking to me. Oh yeah, but I'm talking. You can answer to it. Quiet. I was good, honey. You ain't bring out the.
I thought you were asking the guys. I thought you were asking the guys because they were talking about that.
Let me say that. Then you want to be, you want to be that provider. You want to be that guy. You know what I'm saying? If you want to be that guy, you
say that one more time for the people in the back. You want to be that what?
You want to tell me what to do?
No, I don't want to tell you what to do, but I want you to trust what I'm saying. That it's gonna be real. And I know that if you want to be that guy, you have to.
You got to put your big boy drawers.
Yeah, you got to make them the hard decisions. You know what I'm saying?
Like them what decision? Let me turn my volume up. I didn't hear you.
You gotta make them hard decisions with at all times. And my pops always said, go get your paper. Make sure when he say go get your paper, get a degree, do this and do that. You know what I'm saying? I say my things is this. I want to bring something to the table too. You know what I'm saying? Even if we're not equally whatever yoked or whatever, you know what I'm saying? I still, as a man, you want to bring something to the table, and you gonna go hard for that. You know what I'm saying? And you gonna, because if you want to be that guy, you have to go hard and go towards your vision. You know what I mean? Or whatever. Okay. And then it ain't just about me. It's about my wife, and I got kids. So I gotta, I gotta make some strategic moves and whatnot.
Oh. So, ladies, do you think you all are better because of your spouses?
Yeah, they be testing our patience, right, Adriana? No, I'm just joking.
I love it.
Yeah, we'll talk later, but no.
Let's get on 3 way. This is gonna be after dark, the after dark conversation.
The post, huh?
Yes.
No,
yes.
But I agree. I mean, it's all, when you get married, you think you know what you're getting into, but you really don't know what you're getting into. You know what I mean? And so it's all about figuring it out and learning, and you want your spouse and husband to feel respected, but sometimes you just don't agree, and they got to know that you just don't agree. And so how do you balance that? Because everybody has gone through or has in their minds their vision of what a marriage is supposed to be. And sometimes it might be, you ain't supposed to talk back, or I say the last word. You know what I mean? So, and not to say Jermaine was like that, but you got to figure all that out, because everybody brings into the marriage their experiences, and you got to manage through those difficult times and figure it out. And so it's definitely been a learning. And for me, and it's an interesting dynamic because Jermaine is the youngest in his family, and I'm the oldest. And so sometimes it was early on, and maybe last night, you know, so sometimes can be a battle sometimes, you know, because no, we figure out a way.
Faces he making.
No,
he got the baby brother syndrome.
Yeah, I mean, it's so. And I'm, you know,
and like, and it's vice versa.
And you can,
and I'm the oldest.
And you get, I know, and you
and Jermaine.
We the same over here. I'm the oldest. See the baby.
See, and that's a difference. And so Jermaine caters to Casey. Everything Casey's do is right. And I understand Kayla's point of view because little sister can be annoying. Right. But it's the same thing too with us. It's like, you know, the stuff that Ronnie put on my husband, and he be thinking that sometimes. I'm like, no, babe, I'm not trying to brain fuck you or whatever he's saying.
You can cuss on here, cuss.
There goes the line.
Oh, those are your words. I'm sorry.
You can say that. They say worse on this show. Trust me.
Is that yes, you definitely get to, you know, understanding.
They brain who again,
Quanny? Brain screw. Oh, screw. So it's the art of persuade. You know, it just helps you in all of that compromise, persuasion. You know, seeing other people's point of view. You know, all of that. So
I love y'all.
But you got to realize, like, as me being the youngest,
you a brat?
No. It's the.
I hope he said it right.
Yeah, he froze.
No. When I say that, is that the oldest think they always right. My brother think he always right.
Hello? Say it again. He does.
But they're not always right.
They're not. But yes, we are. I'm the oldest. Hold on, let's back up. We are.
For the most part,
just take in consideration of what I'm saying. That's all. I just want to be heard. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, not saying that I'm in a dilemma or traumatized, but that what goes with it. As the oldest, you think you know everything, and I mean that's good.
But Quanny, you think you know everything?
Oh,
yes. I know what I know.
Hey, but at the same token, the big brother took a lot of the little brother's mishaps that he put off on me, and I just took them.
Yeah, exactly. Same thing. Yeah.
What that mean?
No, what it means is this, and I tell Jermaine this all the time. It's like, you know, he'll say, Kayla can't be getting over on Casey. And I say, Kayla, we all, you know, we have to bear to Ronnie's point. We got to carry some of the load. You got to get a benefit where you can. So Kayla want to get one of Casey's cookies, then that's the price you pay. Because if the room ain't clean, I'm getting on her. You know what I mean? So you got to take the good with the bad. And I agree, Ronnie. So you got in trouble for a lot of stuff little brother did. And
I don't know what you're talking about.
I think we need to have love and money and family
position. No, it's that. What is it called? That family hierarchy.
Yeah.
Sheila, we're gonna have to bring Sheila on to help facilitate that one.
Sheila be driving them hard. The question.
I know she got some more out there.
I know. Hold on. So first we're gonna get to Sheila's, but Teresa said, what do you mean when you say being vulnerable with your wife?
Me?
Both of you.
Ronnie said that, didn't he?
But we want to hear from you too. But go ahead, Ronnie. You first.
Me, I wasn't vulnerable. I'm gonna say with passion and all that. I had none of that. So I had.
Are you gonna shed a tear? Do you shed a tear with your wife now?
I shed a tear with myself.
Okay.
She saw me cry a time or two, but yeah, you know, just that I had to put the pride to the side.
Good one.
Pride to the side.
That's good.
You know, the ego, because that's what, you know, I guess being, you know, running the streets the way I did, it was all about ego, image, and this and that. This is not my fault. You know what I'm saying?
That's good. That's good.
I had to drop
that. Okay, I like it. That's a good answer. Mr. Hoskins?
I mean, I was, when you say vulnerable, I mean, I feel like I was able to open up because she made me feel comfortable. You know what I'm saying? She valued, you know, the things that I said, and, you know, she looked at it in a different way, you know what I'm saying? And we could bring it, you know, we could bring it together and come up with a answer. So you know what I'm saying. I'm cool with opening up, especially when you get to a point where you want to open up and you just letting the person really know, how you feel about them. You know what I'm saying, and what you're looking for. You know what I'm saying. And when you love a person, it's an open book. You know what I'm saying. You gotta be as open as you can, because I know we always gonna learn different things about each other, but I was open, and because I was ready to make that transition and go higher, in our relationship. So I just feel like I trusted, a lot of trust. I trust what she was saying, and her actions at the same time helped me, to be as vulnerable. How about that?
Okay, I love you. I got some great questions. Okay. All right. As strong women,
Tell Sheila to stop.
As strong women,
trending.
How has it been as strong women? How has it been to balance as a wife?
It's hard.
See, look at that.
Okay.
It's truly hard to, as somebody that, I come from a long line of alpha women. It's very, very difficult to relinquish that authority to somebody else when that's what you're used to. You know what I'm saying? It takes a lot of focus. It takes a lot of self-checks. It really, really does to just stop and be like, okay, this ain't my job. This ain't my responsibility. You know what I'm saying? How can you have to allow them to be who they are and what they stand for and what they should be, instead of, just taking an active role all the time, because that's just your personality. That's just your nature. It's very difficult.
That's good. I like how you said you got to take some self-check. And like you said, that's not your role. That's not your responsibility. Oh, that's good. Good. I'm taking notes. Okay, Kwani.
Yeah, I agree. It's definitely it's child, and I kind of spoke to that in the beginning.
I'm sorry. I gotta quit looking at your husband. Him and his facial expression is killing me.
I said that in the beginning too. It's like it's learning and growing and trying to figure it out, and especially when you feel like you might have the answer, and they might need to catch up. Sometimes. So it's really saying that you just mustard. Catch up, mustard. No, that's what he said. No, because it's like when you think that ain't it. I don't want you to go down that path, and you don't have to, or this is how you should handle this. And so it's a lot of talking, and he does get tired of me talking. He'll just say, can you just be quiet sometimes? But I want him to get it sometimes, and then it's prayer, because if you don't hear me,
you be on the knees.
And I think too, like with black women winning now. So they feel like they've been winning. When I say that, back in the day, women wasn't
didn't work outside the home.
Exactly. She know what I'm saying. But
he's trying to mind screw you. That's
but that's not, she can't. It ain't gonna let her.
Ronnie.
It ain't gonna let her. But no, it's now at a point now with women, they doing that. They winning. They they're saying they taking care of their kids. It ain't nothing but them. They doing their thing, and I respect that. It's just that my thing is this: I see something sometimes that you don't see. You know what I'm saying? So, and I just say, and that goes vice versa. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And she like she's the oldest, so every her peoples, her sisters, or whatever, they listen, they value everything she say. I go with what some of the things she say, not everything, because I know she ain't seeing everything like I see everything. So that's all I'm saying. Like, I value what you saying, so just value what I'm saying, and I'm cool with that. And then that's where the thing of taking lead. They want the man to lead, but then they don't want the man to lead. So you can't just straddle the fence. You gotta
pick and choose when you want to lead.
So to Sheila's point, when she said, it's a daily struggle. How did y'all find a space to share? It's an ongoing experience.
We hadn't got to that question yet, but you took over. Go ahead and read the whole question, Kwani.
That was the question.
Take over, Kwani.
Yo, okay, Balance's wife. No, I'm just saying this is everyday.
Go ahead, read the whole question. Go ahead.
Okay, I thought that was okay. As strong women, how did y'all find a space to share the leading role or be lead as a wife? I'm asking for a friend.
So how did y'all find a space to share the leading role or to be led as a wife? Like how do y'all do that, women, ladies?
It's for the women, she said. Yeah, I think again,
like Kwani said, it's a constant struggle. Like I said,
prayer. They said prayer.
Prayer for sure.
Like Val said, a lot of compromising. You just you have to compromise. You have to stop and, like I said, self-checks. Like, okay, am I overstepping my boundaries now? You know what I'm saying? Am I stepping out of my role? You know what I'm saying?
No problem.
But you just kind of it requires just those self-checks.
Yeah, I agree, Adriana.
Deep. Yeah, that's why y'all the married ones.
We need you to get a scrap piece of paper then. Oh. I'm just talking.
Take some notes.
I'm learning too, cuz.
You learning too as we grow, as we get older, we're learning and we grow. Are there any final questions before I ask my final question to the couples? Y'all have been amazing. I've learned a lot. Y'all shared a lot. I appreciate you all being open, transparent, giving some great nuggets. I appreciate how authentic you all were. The facial expressions, especially from Mr. Hoskins, there were a lot of them.
So I can't wait to go back and look at them.
Yeah, it was a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, really.
That was good ones.
Yeah, it was.
One thing I did too learn: never let an outsider come in between the great things that you have. See, Tree's trying to start something. No, I'm just kidding.
I need to do a replay.
Wait! I was about to be all into it, then I found out.
It's you.
You talking to me?
Let me back. I was all into it. Y'all know how I am. I be like to instigate stuff. So hey, I ain't doing nothing I ain't been doing. So what is your best advice you would give to couples as it pertains to having a healthy financial relationship with your partner in order for you all to grow?
I'll say for me, communication early on throughout the conversation. Throughout the courtship, understanding their mentality, because it's not going anywhere and you're gonna be talking about it at some point. So start the conversation sooner versus later.
Okay.
I'm gonna speak for myself and I'm gonna let Adriana answer as a whole. For me, being a good listener, because I always been a good talker, but I also had to start being a good listener.
Well, when you start that process?
Baby, go ahead and finish.
I think me and May both asked. We both want to know when you start the listening process.
I listen.
No, I'm with the same thing. I'm with it. Communicating. You know what I'm saying? You get a feel for what your like you say, your significant other. You get a feel of what you got. Just like when you go out and look for a car, man, you go out there, you test drive it, you try to see what it is. If it ain't what that fit, you need to figure out something else, or whatever. But what you know. You know what I'm saying?
You know what you know.
You know what you know.
If you need to leave it on the lot,
you need to leave it, or you need to get it. Either or. That was no shade or nothing like that type of just that was just an example.
What's your never mind, be quiet. I must ask Adriana a question. She had her favorite sayings.
What was the question?
Nothing. Oh, you want me to repeat that question?
Yeah, what was the question?
Okay, because I was about to
repeat the original question, not the question in your head.
Exactly.
Because they were coming. What is your best advice you would give to couples as it pertains to having a healthy financial relationship with each other in order to grow?
Be honest with it. Be honest with yourself and be honest with each other.
Ooh, deep.
Be certain. Know what you want. Know what you got. Know what you're dealing with. You know what I'm saying? Take inventory of yourself. Honest inventory of what you got going on, and not so quick to judge what they got going on. Start today. Don't wait. I mean, you don't have as much time as you think you have. You know what I'm saying? Things progress typically faster than you expect for them to. I mean, and know your goals. You know what I'm saying? Know that you have common goals. Explore those goals.
That's deep. I love it. Yeah. You agree with that? You sign off on that, Mr. Beverly?
Yes, that's enough.
That's good. That's good. All right. Thank you all so much. I appreciate you all. I just love y'all. I just want y'all to know that this is.
And we love you back.
Okay.
You need my cash app.
That's almost. I think y'all need my cash app because I think as this good host.
Show the love. Show the love.
You know, I think y'all want to cash app me. $. No, this way. But I want to thank you all for talking with us, sharing with us y'all relationship. And it's really more money mindset and how you all have been able to grow. And the purpose for you all really being here is showing the fruits of your labor of being a great couple, working together, grinding out together, and even seeing the potential in each other to produce a beautiful family. And not just financially, just overall. And I think that when you work together as a team, like you all said, communication, trust, understanding, honesty. And I like how Adriana said, you got to take self-inventory of yourself. And also, like Maine said, you know what you got. Well, somebody said that. You know what you're getting. And when you know what you're getting, you know what you got. And you got to deal with it because you decided to take it off the lot. So and make it work. And so I'm just glad that you all have made it work. And like, again, because of the different conversations that we've been having, I wanted to show truly what I was talking about as far as men taking on the leadership, men being held accountable. And it's not that stick your chest out. It wasn't a negative thing because I also feel like with women, it's power and submission. Because when you're submitting to your husband and he sees that submission, he's able to be vulnerable. He's able to open up. He's able to trust and he's able to provide because he wants to give. So it's not a bad thing when women are submitting. The only bad thing is when women submit to the wrong man. And it can make it hard for when the right man comes. So I wanted to show what healthy relationship looks like when the man is the head and the leader and the woman is submissive and when it works together and how beautiful it can be. So thank y'all all so much.
Thanks for having us.
I love y'all. I want to have y'all on soon again. And
that's it, baby.
Huh?
That's it, baby.
That's it. No more. Okay. Well, I guess you won't be getting flued out then.
Oh, if you flew me out, yeah. If I'm gonna get flew out, yeah.
All right.
Wardrobe and makeup, baby.
Wardrobe and makeup. You ready? All righty. So someone said before we go, Adriana seems to take a lot of inventory of herself. I hope you appreciate her. Oh, she said you better appreciate.
Oh no, you gotta read the second one too now. Read the second one.
Oh, and she also that was an afterthought.
No, I know you didn't see that. What you want to look at?
I didn't see that. I had got excited on the first one. But all right, I love you all. Y'all have an awesome night.
Good night, everybody. Thank you.
Later.
Good Saturday.